Welcome to Smokey's UK Rap Files. I'm your boy Jurnalist, and on this one, we are here to wrap up this Jordan situation as far as these firing the booths go. I'm here to get this one out of the way. You guys keep saying I might understand a little bit more on the fire in the booth. Hopefully. However, cachet is cachet. Just because your background is background and yada yada yada. What the fuck do the bars sound like? What the fuck does the music sound like? Because I can only give a nigga so much leeway on, oh, well, I had a tough background and I'm saying some real shit, but it might not be the most well constructed, but it's honest. And I'm just like, that's cute, no? There's a nigga with the same exact situation that not only says honest shit, but fucking actually is rhyming at a high level. So I just tend to gravitate more towards those people. However, if he shells this bitch down, you guys know me. I'm happy to give my boy credit where credit is well due. That being said, let's see if this is one of those situations. If you could please hit that like and subscribe for me. I am currently trying to actively grow the channel, so please help on those efforts. Thank you in advance, and let's get into this one.
Fuck a blue tick, I'm certified with broomstick. Shut down my Insta. My favourite part is
He's a liar.
in this combo, ready straight in here, mad.
Yeah, you ready?
I don't even want to be cringy, but free everyone. I know everyone says it, Charlie, yeah? I'm not being cringy, but we really doing so for we are free our mates, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Straight off the sweat box. Free everyone, yeah?
I ain't trying to
Just
talk
for
about
everyone,
it,
man.
I know
For
what you
everybody,
say, you know
man.
what I mean?
Come, fuck it, straight and let's go. It's all for
I was watching fucking some documentary you guys told me to watch. This nigga Charlie out here stabbing people and shit. I didn't know Charlie had a real verifiable background.
what's happening, let alone stand up.
You know what time it is when you hear this, right?
Now it's time to
My boy look healthy though. Look trim.
Maximum respect for this though, Charlie.
Hey,
You know what I
my
mean?
guy, I got you,
Fuck all
bro.
the gangster shit. Thank you.
Yeah,
man.
man, love,
First
brother.
person from Salford in this building.
Come
Do you
on,
get me,
my
bro?
guy.
Come on.
Come on.
Take him to the ground, my bro.
The system killed my daddy, I won't ever let it kill me. Left my mum a widow, 7 kids, she's a real G. She's a real G, the system killed my daddy, I won't ever let it kill me. Never got to raise me, I grew up in a bin, I grew up on a wing. Visits every week, you'd always bring something in. Weed and burn, rat and cling, you always been my queen. Told me I'm a king, right in that bar, got goosebumps on my skin. It's been 9 Christmases that you didn't have your kid. Always blame yourself for the shit that I did. Sorry for everything, mum, I love you to bits. Cat from my can, the best mum that ever lived. With my cans and we're hated. No man, 7 kids, mum, you done amazing. Come a long way from Chadwick Crescent, sharing trainers. I'm pleased with raiders, guns and tasers. Why I fucking hate them. 50 interviews, I never spoke in the station before I made a statement. The Pope would turn Asian. Yeah, my mum's an angel, but she raised Satan. Fuck the GMP bacon, put my mum in the papers on front pages. Talking about shooting, she can't walk without AK. Bro, that's why I'm fuming. Cause the 5-0 nicked my mum for some shootings. 53-year-old woman, are you stupid? Trying to get to me, that's my queen, I went ruthless. Sell out shooters, paid for the trades and the supers. But I never paid for no shooting. The system killed my daddy, I won't ever let it kill me. Left my mum a widow, 7 kids, she's a real G. She's a real G, the system killed my daddy. Ah. Trust me, Charlie, man.
See, it's like it's if we were to just be like my nigga, just because it's real don't mean that it's good. If we was to be able to just be honest with ourselves about that portion of the conversation, most niggas would be like, I'm not giving this nigga no airtime, not one bit. However, the depth of the reality that he speaks of is very intriguing. It's very thought provoking. It's the kind of shit I see why people are like, oh, but Jordan says the craziest shit. He's just come from such a crazy background. Like, he raised himself. And it's like, all right, like shit. Tarzan raised himself, nigga. Goddamn. Mad people raised themselves. I can't get, like, to the bop. It's like he's always just out of pocket on purpose. I'm like, you hear other people's music, Jordan. You like other rappers. You can't tell me that you don't hear that you're, like, technically, like, a little bit offbeat. but like the words rhyme in time. It's very strange. He's offbeat on the beat, but his words rhyme in time and are typically just like rhymes. So he does a B A B A B A B rhyme structure for a lot of the stuff that he does. So it's just it's very formulaic. It's offbeat. I just I'm just saying some real shit, so you gotta respect it. I'm not even trying to just like get techie nowhere. It's very hard. It's very hard. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Like, I don't know. Maybe it gets better.
Bro, I got goosebumps, my guy.
You motherfucking liar.
It's not a joke, bro. This is not a joke. This is a real story, you know what I mean?
Get
The hardest time for me was Preston J that sent me mad. Every time I got blazed and closed my eyes and see my dad on the same wing, wondering was this the pad? But if
I also have to keep it 100. J. Cole be rapping about his daddy, and I don't be giving two fucks, nigga. I'm not trying to hear no goddamn daddy issues on a goddamn record. Now, granted, niggas be going through some shit. Yeah, this nigga Charlie look crazy. Niggas do go through some shit. So I know there's a lot of people that do actually have daddy issues or going through some dad shit that they hear that's like, oh my God. But I'm just gotta keep it. I do particularly have a particular bias against this because I just don't give a fuck. Like, I just don't care. I don't. I want to hear about your mama issues. I want to hear about your daddy issues. I don't give a fuck about none of your parental issues because by the time I'm hearing your music, you're a motherfucking adult. I don't care what your parents did to you. What the fuck? I read a book called A Child Named It. Unless they did some shit like that, my nigga, life was grand and sweet. I'm not hearing shit from most of you niggas. Now, Jordan has a hard background. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I just don't care. I just don't care.
the hardest time for me was Preston J that sent me mad. Every time I got blazed and closed my eyes and see my dad on the same wing, wondering was this the pad? But they found him dead, no for the fam. If I could speak to him now, they're telling me the selfish man left a woman with 7 kids. I told you about my mom. Walking around the wing like you took your last breath here. A-wing, press.
Left a woman with 7 kids. I told you about my mom. Come on now. It's the realness of the context. It's the only reason we're letting this shit fly. It's the only reason we're letting this shit fly.
If I could speak to him now, they're telling me the selfish man left a woman with 7 kids. I told you about my mom. Walking around the wing like you took your last breaths here. A-wing, Preston, took your last steps here. Came on a sweat box, but dad, you never left.
See, this how that E-wing, there's the last breath here. Dun dun. Dun dun, took your last steps there. This is how I know he knows how to fucking properly rhyme. And he does this shit on purpose where it just doesn't sound like he knows how to rhyme. You can't tell me you don't hear these things.
Kids, I told you about my mom. Walking around the wing like you took your last breaths here. A-wing, Preston, took your last steps here. Came on a sweat box, but dad, you never left there. Dreamed of getting out and ended up dead here. Yo, dad, would you believe that I actually...
See, like, they're basic rhymes, but like, see, Dad, would you believe? Like, now you're out of pocket again. You're out of pocket, but you literally just had a fucking 4-bar section where you have perfect timing. And then you just choose to do this shit after. Like, I'm so confused, blood.
Last steps here, came on a sweat box, but dad, you never left there. Dreamed of getting out and ended up dead here.
What?
Yo, dad, would you believe that I actually achieved? Let alone to the keys, went from shotties to machines. All I know is robbers, thieves, shotters and fiends. Having no help fucking made me a beast. I don't blame you, I hope you rest in peace. I remember that last visit talking through a screen. Remember mum saying you're dead and dropping to her knees. My mum used to preach about these streets, Tanya Stevens. Sonny getting deep in all the stealing and the dealing. Bergs that are creating, robberies are steamed in. Nothing personal to them people I was eating. You should blame them screws for the way that I was treated. 9 years of my life fighting for freedom. Down the block freezing, I seen real guys turn weakling. Segregation beat him, at his door screaming. Cut his wrist bleeding, screws told him shut.
We gonna say Jordan's real. But you gonna just let a nigga talk about how segregation beat a nigga. Now, I believe to understand the segregation bar to be one that is in reference to segregated isolation. So that means like man got put in a hole and like just went crazy. And I'm just like, we just gonna let a nigga talk about actual torture as like, oh, just something nigga just, oh, you let segregation beat you. Like this, I'm understanding this correct. If I don't understand this correctly, I'm a dickhead. None of this shit matter. But if that's actually what this bar means, then how the fuck? Like, that's not a real thing to say. My man was tortured until he went crazy. I don't give a fuck if he was justifiably or how we can equivocate why we put people in solitary confinement. That shit is torture. It's been proven to be torture. Humans need other human interaction. I don't give a fuck how depraved or wild they may be. It's still a fucking necessity, and to remove it is just a goddamn fucking, like, a war crime damn near. I think it is a war crime. Like, what the fuck, man? Now, this is if I'm understanding the bar correct. If I don't understand the bar correctly, then like I said, I'm a dickhead. My nigga, just this shit don't matter.
Segregation beat him, eyes door screaming, cut his wrist bleeding. Screws told him shut up before we send a team in. 6:30 the next morning, found his body leaking. When I say fuck the system, understand the meaning. That was my friend, imagine how I was feeling. Come on, Charlie, bro. The fucking hardest, bro. So no rapper, bro. So ain't no rapper, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro?
About 10 times,
It sounds like it.
stories, ain't no imagery here.
Brother K. Morrison, man. Brian McDonald. But yeah, man.
Wow.
Let's go, Charlie. Next beat. Let's give it a no message.
I'd also like to make this very clear. I respect Jordan's story, background, and lifestyle. But he has also decided to bring that motherfucking shit to my world. And in my world, I'm sorry. This just ain't cutting it, blood. You're not gonna tell me you're not no motherfucking rapper, but you the hardest out trying to fucking rap. And then the shit's just not patterned properly. But I'm supposed to just let it fly because your background is surdy and you've been through some tough things? What do you niggas say? Tough titty. I'm not doing it. I'm not fucking some machine drone. That's fucking weird. Why are we allowing this shit? I'm not saying we don't let my nigga shine. I definitely never want to stop a nigga shine. That's not my point. Why aren't we making this person pattern their shit better? Forcing them as a listenership and friends to make this motherfucker do better. It's just like watching Deontay Wilder try and fight Tyson Fury without actually just going and getting technical boxing. Like, that's all that nigga needs to work on, is actually how to actually box. But nobody tells him that. They're just like, oh, you just go in there and just use your power. And he keeps getting his fucking head knocked off. Like, the lack of just forcing people to get better, but you just respect their thing, is just crazy to me. The lack of growth or expectation of growth is just crazy.
Straight in, bang bang.
And then Charlie over here fucking lying. What is this?
I'm not even getting gassed up. I ain't getting gassed up. I don't care what happens to me after today. I've done it for my people. Salford, 5 in the booth. Fuck anything else. Salford.
Let's get him, Jordan. Let's get him. Let's get him. Let's get him. Let's get him. Let's get him.
Every night shots firing, Salford's violent. City full of riders, my city divided like Northern Ireland. At war all fighting, white.
See, this is my point. This motherfucker know how to rhyme on beat. But y'all just be letting him out here just... blood. I'm just gonna look like a dickhead. This is crazy. It's not. Nah, this your fault. It's your fault. Because I'm the only person actually paying attention and being honest about what the fuck I'm hearing.
City full of riders, my city divided like Northern Ireland. At war all fighting, white shooting whites is a crisis.
Perfect.
Paper say Salford's like Moss in the 90s. Never wanted to be Tupac as a little kid. Never wanted to be Biggie as a little kid. Looked up to guys like Dagan and Ricky Smith, hitting 500,000 licks.
An actual, like, yeah, will that. That nigga's actually riding the beat. He's doing the fucking thing. Jesus Christ. You shut up. You shut up, Charlie. Reload it and get to it.
Map status.
No, it's too late.
Get it, bro.
He's heating up.
Yeah, man,
That's
through the
facts.
whole
He
of
might be heating
Strangeways,
up.
Forest Bank, Walton, Old Coast, whole of the Northwest. Every night shots firing, Salford's violent. City full of riders, my city's divided.
What
like
else?
Northern Ireland, at war all fighting. White shooting whites, it's a crisis.
Yeah.
Paper say Salford's like Moss in the 90s. Never wanted to be Tupac as a little kid. I never wanted to be Biggie as a little kid. I looked up to guys like Dagan and Ricky Smith, hitting 500,000 licks, pretty chicks, biggest whips. Salford with the grittiest, used to watch the grass on YouTube, then go hit the bits. Me and Ryan Mack in boiler suits doing silly shit. Broad day drag outs, really didn't give a shit. Used to have some good friends, then I tried wig the prick, say I'm out of order. Cause you is with his kids, pedal bike sawn off. Jordan been the drilliest, anything I rap about, some of that I really did. I ain't bragging, brother, this is just how we really live. No gangs in my city, bro, we're paramilitaries. Nana shot, mums and dad shot. People. I just came home, everyone thinks I made it. Whole city love me, people hug me like I'm famous. Say
Facts.
it's nice to see me doing good stuff, not bait shit. I just smile, nod and go, yeah, I appreciate it. I don't think they know that I'm still snapping razors, still smacking flavours, got UKs and hazes, still rapping on for wages, I ain't seen no changes. But the rats, if you seen their faces, asking for straighteners, I gave them razors. Sat in my pack going mad frustrated, done a long recall, a year awaited. Bro, a year awaited. I run my town from myself, police are fuming. They took me back to jail, I'm still releasing music. Fuck a blue tick, I'm certified with broomstick. Shut down my Insta, trying to stop my movement.
See? It's the best shit this nigga ever did in his life so far. I don't care. You have to show me something else. This second song on this Fire in the Booth is the best shit I've ever heard this nigga do. He's sliding the beat, messaging and rhymes just nice. Doesn't, like I said, I don't require niggas to be techie. It's not a fucking requirement. Can you do the format well? This is him actually doing the format well. So when you guys let him just rap off beat on a whole bunch of records and be lazy because he's saying some real shit, some bullshit. Nigga recorded it, use a sucker. Nigga that released it, use a parasite. Because you just know that you'll make money off that shit. Ain't nobody telling this nigga, if you know how to rap on beat, rap on motherfucking beat. Stop fucking doing whatever the fuck you doing. That shit is, makes your shit sound fucking terrible. You sound like a worse rapper than you actually are because you do that shit. And only diehard fans will fucking accept that shit. The larger public is not going to accept you doing that shit.
I got dotties booming, I rob robbers, rob shotters, rob you with your do bits, point blank range, try blow who's wig, later the same day, try blow who's wig, tell me what you did, I grew up in the juvies, grew up with the scoobies, only a school kid, but I was splitting screws, wigs, 15, ruthless, coming on shooting, me and Kane 2 sticks. Watch I sell some news clips, dangerous broke, imagine what I'm gonna do, Rich. Imagine what I'm gonna do, Rich, wait Charlie, leave this beat. And you ain't no shooter if it's once or twice. I ain't squashing no beef, it's fucking on for life. Never lie in my rhymes, bro, look in my eyes. Fucking 8 jobs. Like I'm blind with crime, I seen 1,000 guys. What back on the wing from caught with life. See my mates keep face inside, they died. Thoughts of suicide in the pads, they cried. Nothing I can say.
See, when he do it on beat, that's when I'm like, oh yeah. I don't even fuck you rhyming nice. Nigga, I didn't see with my own eyes 1,000 guys get fucking life. I know that's not the exact rhyme scheme, but damn, nigga, that's heavy. That's heavy.
Like I'm blind with crime, I seen 1,000 guys. What back on the wing from caught with life. See my mates keep face inside, they died. Thoughts of suicide in the pads, they cried. Nothing I can say to make it better, but I tried. Only thing that I could say was, bro, at least you're alive. Their situations words can't describe. See serious men fucking begging for spice. I know in my mind could be me anytime. Dropping all these missions, can't let shit slide. In jail or outside, but it's not one time. On my fucking mum's life, or I died and lose my pride. 14 locked. Nah, next beat, y'all. Next beat, but
Second beat, he slid that bitch. Give it to him.
And just take a
Second
minute,
beat,
bro.
slid that bitch.
You know
No,
what?
we not
That's
taking no
no
minutes, Charlie. You out here gas and shit.
When I'm
You
broke,
barely
I'm
just heated up.
Respect and love, bro.
Oh my God.
Come on, let's give it. Are you listening? When I'm broke, I'm fucking dangerous. Looking for a graph with rusty gauges. A lot of whips and vans we plated, running in gas detaining. Got a bland front doors, fuck neighbours. Raps a lot of guys, why do you think that I'm hated?
Yeah.
Tied him up in front of his babies, trying to get work where they live. Got 4 jobs of blues and a couple of hazes. Went back to Rick's flat, split the wages. Can't tell me about slapping razors. Snatched the box on a bite, hit the papers. Said I was sat off waiting, patient. Van pulled up with a change in. I snatched the box, some hero tried saving me. Said I pulled out, fingers started waving. Bro, I'm running through Preston, the 5-0 chasing. Chopper out, arms got dogs heart racing. Now I'm from a strap, charged me with imitation. Cost me up, dragged me to the station. Back to jail, raging. Middle of the summer, baking.
What?
I always had the wing locked off like K-Ring. Couple years later, back out on the same thing. Pubs and clubs getting ready for the take-ins. Headlock manager, take me where the safe is. Fuck, I had nothing but heart and ratings. Done 6.5 for class A cases, and I never let it down like they did. I don't argue, go where they live. Hate public trouble, that's shit. Ever knocked the door of a thing, then sprayed it.
What?
Or lit the wrong door, got the neighbours.
What?
Not acting bad, just explaining.
What?
Let a jail in Britain at the safe, and you can't name one that I ain't got mates in.
Bitch.
All my mates and got mates in. Got 4 of them done, all in different cages. And they all got slashed up faces. 2 quid on each, spent 8 quid. Just for being related. What kids do as mates.
I got a rule. Do not suggest a fucking Jordan song to me moving forward if this motherfucker is not rapping on beat. I don't care how deep or cold the subject matter is. If he's not rapping on beat, I don't want to hear that shit. Because when he raps on beat, I actually can enjoy him. When he does that other bullshit, it's just like fucking nails on a chalkboard. And now because I actually have heard over 4.5 minutes of this boy actually, oh, I could stay on beat, Churn. I could actually even get a little bit of techie. I'm not accepting that other shit. I'm not accepting not one fucking second of that shit. So do not suggest shit that he's not on beat. Don't waste my time, please. Especially if you guys like him so much. Don't waste my time. Please send the shit that's actually on beat. Because I'm just going to be upset the entire reaction because you sent me some shit that I shouldn't be listening to because the nigga's not on beat. Because I'm calling him out every time. That's not it. Poor Pocket. Should have got another take. You was probably freestyling and they just letting it go because it sound good. No. Your fucking recording technique needs to be stepped up. This is not right. This is not fucking right.
With grasses moved on G-Wing with a rapist. Hold a strange ways, read your statement. Can't use peace and crimes your occupation. Lot of guys forget that. Land on the wing, gotta face it. Lot of them guys got slashed off faces. Watch this, Charlie, keep it on.
He's on fire, he's on fire.
Running wild, getting led off. Shout little told, man, I nearly blew his head off. Threw him the strap and I told him to get off. Missed him by inches that night, had me thinking. All of the times that I had rats sprinting. Outside the gas, letting off, ears ringing. Caught him with a knife, but it's sinking. I fucking bought a shifting. Hopped out, wigged in 15 prisons that I lived in. Yeah, but that's how I've been living. Prison to prison my whole life and the bin linen. I said, bro, that's how I've been living. Prison to prison my whole life and the bin linen.
He slid this one. He slid the second beat. The second and third beat, he's warms. If the first one was he just needs some warms in time, I give it to him. I allow it. So if everything here ends on a high note with him sliding the rest of these beats on beat, I'm going to just say that he's just warms in, and it wasn't that big of a deal. But that shit is fucking annoying because I hear it on everything I hear from him.
A real moment right there, man.
This real street music, risking recall for this. Let
I
him
know,
know,
boy, I respect it.
Let him know, man, stand up. With a fucking
And I
hell with
appreciate
it,
you
I'm
bringing
making
it to the Friday Booth platform. Some real life stories. It's more than entertainment, it's real life. And that's something I find fascinating about your story, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
Oh, we got it again. It feels like a marathon.
Uno más, uno más, uno más.
If you ain't bringing this level, don't bother coming to the booth no more. Please, thank you very much.
Got raided, I'm remanded, but I came with a hand thing. We got his in shells on a banking, so they move everything when I rang him. Cause I don't know who the fuck's grassing. Still got the whole of LH grafting. Ask my pad mate, no sleep active. Please stay from jail, I'm brand shit. Smash bits and got gaff lit. Fuck cell site, hit a strap spit. Cause the gang war, run my last bid. Got my mates 100 years and my man Mick, that's the reason I'm rapping. All them rats are grasses, half beers and slashes. I into jewels and fashion, bro, I'm into moves and cannons. They don't want Salford in Hatton. We're known for smashing, grabbing, raiding homes with goals and cashing. Asian gold, I'm taping ackies. Blow my dough on flake and brasses. Ask the estate who gave them mashes, gave them whips, made it happen, slapped us. Slap shit in fast whip to make sure my jail makes a pattern. I've been active doing napping after napping. Wait. Bro, really got pipes and jeeps. Put down ready to ride on these little rats that hide from me. Bro, I only hide from police. I feel the mash and fire tweet. First Becky bap, I cried and screamed. Shouting power like I can't see. In my cousin's got 013 and my cousins died, so rest in peace. Free our kid and the rest of the team. Bro, had a lot of wars like dead, no beef. Mate, I'm a legend in HMP. Done a slashing on Christmas Eve. Up his neck and down his cheek. Just to give my mum the peace so she could get presents for my niece. Put me in a block, got GOA deed. But I weren't stressed though, I had a good sleep. Family was nice, that give me peace. What I done for my family, you won't believe. Do you know how many man that I cut for free? Strange ways left him slumped on the freeze. Never looked for a flats, went home from sheets. All because he was hooked on sheets. I see man die on the landing. And screws just covered him with sheets. And he was home in a couple of weeks. That was not jail 2018. Bro, my head's fucked on the shit that I seen. Been trapped in the system since 14. When I say fuck the system, know what I mean. Dad was a fiend, got crack in my jeans.
Perfect.
Yeah, man. I give it to him. Maybe he just need the warms. But I hear that shit on every song. But currently, I'm going to say it was the warms thing on here. Because he slid everything but that first one. That first one was cheeks compared to the others. Because the others, that boy was sliding that bitch.
Leave it on, Charlie. Acapella, yeah?
Savage!
Give us some acapella now.
You're a savage, my
Let's
guy!
just finish acapella now. Let's
Alright,
finish
let's go.
for the jails and that, innit? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Cause I don't know how long I'll be out here, no cringy shit, but I've got to do this for the jails, man. For everybody that's gonna be tuning in, cause trust me, your biggest fan base is in jail, bro.
Come on!
I've been every jail in this country, boys. 5 in the booth every week. Let's give it them, yeah? Alright,
Oh, it's
my
terrible.
name Jordan McCann, real shooter, please know this. I'm black-hearted, bladder die, blasting out stolen. Somebody get me Mozzie's number, I want to phone him.
Okay.
Fuck Messi might have signed me, I'm the coldest.
What?
This is England Salford, only robbers I roll with.
What?
I just started rapping and I'm fucking exploding.
Facts.
I'm new to the gram, I never posted. I'm nothing like you Spice Boys posing. I've never been on
Fuck with
Instagram.
Spice Boy.
Anytime I double tapped, I was trying to kill a man.
Yo, but shout out to my Don in Bristol though. Just got his fucking masters. Come on now, Image Gang to the world. But yeah, sorry. You know.
I just started rapping and I'm fucking exploding. I'm new to the gram, I never posted. I'm nothing like you Spice Boys posing. I've never been on Instagram. Anytime I double tapped, I was trying to kill a man, really smoke him. Me and Kane dipping from a mission, John smoking. Now Kane's in the waves getting frozen.
What?
And in jail that I went fucking domed it. Slap visits and I got drones in. He had a phone and I didn't, so I rolled him. I made killer shout out the phone and unfold it. Never had nothing unless I stole it. And chatting bangers on these cameras ain't me, no joking. Feel like I'm snitching on the people that I roll with. Fuck it, they want to see me win. And I'm all in, hoping, focused to come a long way. From wanting with the roaches, fighting with the screws, trying to plug my phone quick, security moves. Always getting ghosted, I've seen the whole country on sweatbox road trips. Cuffs on my wrist, not knowing where my next home is. Hoping it ain't got a pulse so I can get my phone in. Ask to read the sky, you know I'll tell you that I hold it. Don't compare me to rappers that don't know shit. Rap about a life they don't live. They ain't put on no lids, done no licks, done no bids, let off no clips. Street kid, no choice, took those risks. Back-to-back trips, bro, back-to-back trips. Same night, same stick, free Kane and our kid. Backing off the R6, judge was a harsh bitch.
Okay.
100... Yo.
Hey, you're a savage, bro.
Yeah, he did that. He did that. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say, boy, just needed the warmest stage. That shit was cheeks, but this is actually probably the best thing I've ever seen from Jordan. Hands down, the best one I've seen from Jordan. This is not the best fight in the booth. You high. K Cokes is fucking infinitely better. The gun bar scheme that he has, where his gun is just mental. If you're not tapped, you don't even fucking know it. But did Jordan shell this bitch and show me that he actually could rhyme on beat? So I'm not accepting anything else moving forward. Totally. So we are at a equilibrium currently. We are at the bare minimum. Blood must rhyme on beat. Give me a song where he does that. Thank you very much for joining me on this one. This one's probably long at this point. I got to get out of here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for joining me. Peace.